in that pointless White House meeting between Arizona Governor Jan Brewer and President Barack Obama. Republican Congressman from Arizona, John Shadegg, unsurprised. Congressman, I don't know why they did this today.
Well, I think she did it to force him to acknowledge the issue, and I think she won on that point when he conceded that he would have the meeting, which occurred before today, and I don't think there was any way that she was going to lose today unless he had somehow eclipsed her on the issue, and I don't think that happened.
But he didn't do anything for her, right? He didn't say, I'm going to force ICE agents to take the illegals you send me, and I'm going to add even more troops to the border, as you've long requested, as you, Congressman, have long requested.
That's true. I think that's what I meant by eclipse her on the issue. If he'd have come out and said, look, here are the two things I'm going to do. I'm going to secure the border, not just with temporary military personnel, National Guards personnel, or U.S. Army personnel, but I'm going to secure it with the kind of border effort we need, including enough Border Patrol agents to do the job. But on top of that, enough law enforcement and judicial resources behind the border, which is what we really need. You need judges and lawyers to process the cases. Right. But secondarily, I'm going to take politics out of the issue. I'm going to quit demanding a path to citizenship for all the illegals in the country, and I'm going to push this issue this year. If he'd have done that, he would have demonstrated leadership. He would have shown he's the guy in charge.
Well,
instead, I think what he said was,
you're right, that didn't happen.
I'm on the defensive.
But you know, you're closer to this than I am, Congressman. But my sense of what's happening with this anti-Arizona boycott movement is it's going nowhere. It's just not gelling. It's not like a Martin Luther King holiday thing. It's just not like that. And I find it interesting that 6 out of 10 or 7 out of 10 Arizonans are for this. And that's a like percentage of Americans in general. So maybe the president realizes this is going nowhere.
I think what he realizes is that he's being forced to deal with an issue that he didn't want to deal with this year. Quite frankly, I think it's known in Washington and around the White House that Rahm Emanuel wanted to deal with the issue of illegal immigration in 2012. He still wants to deal with it in 2012. He wants the president to deliver on it in 2012, and he doesn't want it to be an issue this year. The Hispanics I know in Arizona have heard that inside the White House. They're frustrated. They want it dealt with this year. They want a solution to this problem, not a bunch of politicians on both sides playing politics with it. And
well, have you known, Congressman, of any business interested in your state who, as this debate ensued and the threat of boycotts got bigger and bigger, and then it might have leveled off, but again, you would know more than I, that they were telling you and telling the governor, hey, you know, we got to find a middle ground here because it's going to kill the convention business, it's going to kill tourism. We got San Francisco and L.A., you know, boycotting us. I mean, by the way, that's a badge of honor there. But you know what I'm saying? That it was building it. But did you encounter any of that? Have you?
Yes. But I think you hit it right. They were worried that the boycott might take off. They were worried, for example, about the cancellation of various events and conventions of the baseball Major League All-Star Game. They're worried about those issues, and they were very worried when the boycott was initially announced. But in reality, when the poll data has come in showing almost as many Americans support this law as Arizonans support this law, they're going, looks to me like the boycott is fizzling.
Exactly.
Looks to me like the American people are concerned about the failure of the federal government to do its job, and it looks to most Americans like Arizona has kind of forced this issue onto a Congress and a presidency that's not dealing with it. And so the sympathy is not going to Washington or to the White House or to Democrats or Republicans in the Congress. The sympathy is going to Arizona.
Well, it appears you're right so far. We'll see how that goes. Congressman, always nice. Thank you.
We'll see how it plays. You bet.
All right, well, the world may well be broke, but now what? My next guest says he knows America's saving grace. Stick around.